Ushi? You there? Wakatoshi. Toshi. Hello, Satori. Morning, Toshi. How are you? I'm good. I hope you slept well. Oh, I did. Thank you for asking. You didn't read manga until morning, did you? No, of course not. Satori. But the story was so interesting. You should rest properly. I know we are not on the team anymore and I am not your captain, but sleep is important. I know, Toshi. I promise I will go to sleep early today, okay? Good. By the way, what is this sudden interest in my sleeping patterns? I just want to make sure you are healthy. Aww, you are so sweet, Toshi. I try my best to be a good boyfriend to you. And you are doing great. Do you think so? Of course. Why do you ask? No reason. Do you want to come over to my room after the practice? I would like to hear about the manga that kept you awake the whole night. Of course. See you at practice. Be careful on the way, Satori. Ushijima took the challenge very seriously. He knew his ability to express emotions was not good, to say the least. He often wondered what someone like Tendo saw in him. He was a great player, no doubt, but he was missing greatly in conversations and other aspects of social life. It wasn't like he didn't want to socialize, but not many people wanted to socialize with him. Toshi? Is something bothering you? He snapped out of his thoughts, realizing he had been staring at the ball in his hands for about 5 minutes already. Tendo was watching him curiously, spinning another ball in his hands. No, I was just thinking. Oh? About what? Just wondering about some things. You don't need to worry about it. Okay? But you would tell me if something was wrong, right? Of course. You would be the first to know everything. Tendo flashed him a bright smile and gave him a quick peck on the cheek before skipping away to talk with Semi and Reon. Ushijima's lip corner curled upwards. He felt like a love-struck idiot, but he didn't mind that at all. Later that day, the two of them were lounging in Ushijima's dorm room. Ushijima sat on his bed with his back leaned against the wall, intently listening to Tendo, who laid with his head in his lap, talking about the manga he read. It was a simple story of two people falling in love despite their differences, a kind of story Ushijima knew Tendo loved to read about. He thought about the challenge again. He tried his best to fulfill any wish Tendo might have had during the day, but it still felt like it wasn't enough. Not for Tendo, who deserved so much more in Ushijima's opinion. And then they meet in the middle of the bridge and... Toshi? Are you listening? Ushijima blinked, realizing he spaced out again. I'm sorry, Satori. Tendo sat up, watching Ushijima with serious eyes. Are you sure nothing is happening? You are zoning out a lot today. Why did you agree to be my boyfriend? Tendo tilted his head. Because I like you, of course. Why do you ask? Do you have second thoughts? No, of course not. I'm happy you agreed. You are the best thing beside volleyball that happened to me. Tendo blushed at Ushijima's usual sincerity. Then, what's wrong? You can tell me if something's troubling you. That's why I am here. I just can't understand why would you want to be with me in the first place. You're funny and social and I'm just... stone. You said it yourself last week. Tendo sighed and gently cupped Ushijima's cheek. I'm sorry, Toshi. It was just a joke. I didn't mean it, I swear. I want to be with you because you are you. Even if you are blunt and almost expressionless, I still like you. Because you have the biggest heart imaginable. You never judged me because of my appearance or personality, and you were always here for me when I needed. And you listened to all my rants about manga. I couldn't be happier I have you by my side. Ushijima blinked, unable to find words for a moment. Do you really think that? Yes. I would never lie about this. But why do you even think about that? Did I do something that made you insecure? Apart from the stone thing. Haikyuu made us do a challenge to do some nice things for our partners because we are bad at expressing our feelings. Oh, is Shirabu there too? I was wondering why he was around Eita so much today. Tendo chuckled, snuggling closer to his boyfriend. But you don't have to worry. You might not be the best when it comes to expressing your emotions, but you never fail to tell me you like me. Your bluntness isn't always that bad of a trait, you know. Ushijima couldn't help but smile, relieved that his beloved boyfriend didn't regret being with him. He wrapped his arm around Tendo's shoulders. I am happy I have you too. You are such a sap, Toshi. Is that good? Tendo giggled and pressed a short kiss to Ushijima's lips. Very. Now, do you want to hear the rest of the story? I'm all ears. Kenma sighed and set down his PSP. Now that it came to actually complete the challenge, he started to regret joining in. But he knew Kuro deserved to be treated well, especially because he was the one who always stayed by his side. And if returning the gesture meant stepping out of his comfort zone from time to time, so be it. He thought about what he could do to show his boyfriend he cared about him as much as Kuro cared about Kenma. Private chat. Hey Kuro. Hey kitten. Do you need anything? Not really. I just wondered if you want to come over. Oh? Do you need someone for co-op? No. I just want to see you. You don't have to come if you don't want to. No, of course I want to. Be there in 5. Be careful. Are you worried about me? Of course I am. Aww. Anyway, open the door for me, would you? Realizing he didn't think this whole thing through, Kenma sprang up from his bed and ran to the door. Guess I'll just have to think of something along the way. Upon opening the door, Kuro immediately scooped him up in his arms, hugging him tightly. Did you miss me? We texted just a minute ago. Despite his words, Kenma couldn't help but smile at his boyfriend's silly behavior. He hesitated a bit before standing up on his tiptoes and giving Kuro a shy kiss on the cheek. He immediately blushed to the tips of his ears. Kuro's eyes widened. What was that? Affection? Kuro grinned and crushed Kenma in another hug. I can't breathe, you stupid roosterhead. Sorry, I'm just surprised, I guess. Kenma frowned. You act like I never give you affection. You do, but it's still rare for you to initiate contact. I know. Sorry. Kuro smiled gently and ruffled Kenma's hair. It's okay. I don't want you to be uncomfortable. Kenma's heart fluttered. Thanks for being so patient with me. I really like you, you know? Aw, I like you too. Kenma blushed even harder and quickly hid his face. Kuro snickered. So, what did you want to do today? Kenma's mind raced. I don't really know. I just wanted to see you, I guess. Okay then. Should we play something? Only if you want to. We can do something you would like. But I like playing games with you. Really? Of course. I'm studying your patterns so I can beat you in the future. As if. Kuro laughed and squeezed Kenma's hand. I mean it. I like to play with you. I like to watch you get all excited when you play. It's cute. Kenma's face was now redder than a ripe tomato. Stop saying things just like that. What things? That my Kenma is the most adorable being in the world? Kuro! This isn't fair. I was supposed to do nice things for you. You can't pull a reverse card on me like that. Kuro raised his eyebrow. Why were you supposed to do nice things for me? Haikyuu made me and some others do a challenge to do some nice things for our boyfriends. Oh? I'm surprised you agreed to that. Well, I want to do nice things for you too. I know I don't show it too much, but I'm grateful you are with me. Even if we were still just friends, you did more for me than most others. Kuro blinked a few times, surprised by Kenma's sudden openness, before cupping Kenma's face, inwardly melting when the shorter boy leaned into the touch. Hey, as long as you are happy, I'm happy. You don't have to be overly affectionate. I like the quiet you. Though, I think you could get a bit more fired up during the matches, you know? Kenma huffed and narrowed his eyes at him. Too tiring. But you get fired up by playing games, so why not during volleyball? Because I don't have to move while playing games. He turned on his heel and marched to his room. Come on, I need your help beating the boss in the volcano dungeon. Kuro grinned, secretly glad that some things never change. Sure, but it won't be my fault if we lose. We'll see about that. Kyotani sat slumped on his bed, tapping with his phone into his palm. Oikawa and Kunime's words echoed through his mind in an endless loop, his chest heavy with guilt. He had no idea Kyouhaba felt this way, and he felt horrible for making the other setter cry. He knew his people skills needed some work, but he didn't know it was this bad. But Oikawa was correct in one thing. He did love Kyouhaba. Deeply. He liked him even before he left the team in their first year, and the feelings only grew stronger with the passing time, hitting him like a truck when he started to practice with the team again. I have to repair this. He just hoped it wasn't too late. He brainstormed some ideas, trying to remember what Kyouhaba liked. His already troubled mind was hit with another wave of guilt when he realized he couldn't recall a single thing from the top of his head. He groaned, realizing he will need help. Private chat. I need help. Oh, Mad Dog-chan finally swallowed his pride. Stop or I'll change my mind. I wouldn't recommend that. After all, you're not doing this for yourself, are you? Fine. What does Kyouhaba like? What a great boyfriend you are that you have to ask me. Can you stop? I know I messed up. You don't have to remind me. But you have to be reminded. You didn't just mess up, you know? You really hurt him. Okay, this was obviously a mistake. I am out. No, wait. Fine, I guess I should help you like the good captain I am. What do you want to know? Anything. Food, place, flowers, I don't know. Well, he likes ikuradon, so I guess you can start there. And he likes carnations. Okay, thanks. But remember, a simple gift won't make this better. I know. He waited in front of Kyouhaba's residence, nervously waddling on his feet, a few carnations in his hand. He wasn't sure what exactly he was going to say to the setter, but he hoped they could at least talk. The door finally opened, revealing slightly frowning Kyouhaba, and Kyotani's throat tightened. Hey. Need something? He shouldn't be so taken aback, but the lack of emotions in Kyouhaba's voice made Kyotani's heart drop. I was wondering if you want to go out today. I found a nice place nearby where they save ikuradon, and so I thought we could go there together. Kyouhaba's expression didn't change. Now you want to spend time with me? Well, yeah. I thought... You thought about me. That would be the first time. That's not true. I don't have time anyway. You should think more ahead. Oh, I guess that's true. They stared at each other without a word for a moment before Kyouhaba cleared his throat. Anything else you need? I'm quite busy. Kyotani reached out his hand with the flowers. I got this for you. Keep it. I don't have any spare vase anyway. With that, he shut the door into Kyotani's face. Kyotani was stunned. He didn't expect everything to go smoothly, but he didn't expect a complete shutdown. He clenched his jaw, feeling a dark pit forming in his chest. He tore out a piece of paper from his notebook, writing a short apology on it, and left it with the flowers by the door. With that done, he headed to his home with a heavy heart. I'm sorry, Shigeru. He tried to message Kyouhaba several times the next day, but all of his texts were left unread. He felt helpless. Kyouhaba was the only one, maybe except for Iwaizumi, who saw the better in him, which was part of the reason why he fell in love with the setter. But now it seemed like Kyouhaba gave up on him, and it honestly scared him. He reached for his phone, looking up another chat icon. Private chat. What do you do when Oikawa is mad at you? Huh? Oh, is this about Kyouhaba? Yes. I tried to apologize, but he won't listen. And do you blame him? No. I just want him to know I'm sorry. He doesn't have to accept it, but I want him to know I didn't do it on purpose. Please, I really need help now. I tried to ask Oikawa, but it's not working. Alright. Well, the best start would be to go on neutral ground, so not at one of your houses. Invite him somewhere where you both feel safe. That will help. And then straight up apologize. Tell him what's on your mind, pour out your heart, just tell him what you really feel. And be honest. I'm sure he will listen. Thank you. Good luck. Private chat. Shigeru? Answer please. I need to talk to you. Then talk. What do you want? Can we meet at the gymnasium? Why? Just come. Please. Alright. When? Today at 5? Fine. Kyotani let out somewhat relieved breath. At least he agreed to meet up. He started to dig around his closet, trying to ignore the lump in his throat. He arrived at the gymnasium 10 minutes early. He unlocked the door with the borrowed key and looked around the court. If there was any place he felt safe, it was here. He turned around when he heard creaking of the door behind him, ending face to face with the silver-haired boy. With his boyfriend. For now. Hey. Hey. What did you want to talk about? Kyouhaba's tone wasn't as dismissive as before, giving Kyotani a bit more confidence, even though his hands were still slightly trembling. I'm sorry, Shigeru, for how I acted towards you. Kyouhaba huffed. You can't expect one apology to miraculously make everything better. I know. I'm not saying you have to accept. I want you to know I'm sorry. Really. And I should believe that. Why? What if you apologize now and a week later you'll be back to your old self? Kyotani's chest squeezed. I'm just asking for one more chance. To show you I care about you. I know I'm stupid and useless when it comes to relationships. I know I fucked up royally and that you have no reason to believe me. But I love you, I swear. But you don't show it. Not even once the whole time we were together. Shigeru. Kyouhaba shuffled his feet, tugging on his hair, a nervous habit Kyotani hated because Kyouhaba always tore out a lot of his hair while doing it. It sometimes feels like I'm the only one trying, and I don't know if I have the strength to deal with that anymore. A complete silence fell around them, and Kyotani's heart shattered into small pieces. Do you want to break up? Kyouhaba blinked, his expression changing into that of a mix of shock and worry. What? Kyotani took a shaky breath, his gaze becoming hazy. He averted his eyes. You deserve the world, Shigeru. You know? To be with someone who will tell you how amazing you are and who will be there for you at all times. I want you to be happy. And if you think you would be happy with someone else, I don't want to hold you back. He sniffed and blinked away the tears welling up in his eyes. Are you crying? You don't have to feel bad. I'll get over it. It will just take some time, but you don't have to worry about it. He heard fast footsteps running towards him, and in the next second he was crushed in a warm embrace. Stop, please. I'm sorry, I didn't want to go this far. Oikawa-san told me about the challenge he gave you and told me to act cold to you, to show you how I felt, but I overdid it. I never wanted to hurt you, I swear. I'm so sorry, don't leave me, please. Yahaba's voice was shaking, and Kyotane found himself hesitantly hugging him back, gently rubbing the other boy's back to calm him down. It's fine, I deserve that. No, not like this. I just wanted you to know how I felt when you refused to spend time with me, but I didn't want this. I took the flowers you brought me. They are in my room, in a vase. I didn't let them die. I love them, and I love you. Yotani nuzzled into the crook of Yahaba's neck, hugging him tighter, unable to let go. I meant what I said before. I'm not the easiest person to be with. If you think you'll be happier with someone else, you can... He was silenced by soft lips pressed to his own. It wasn't the best kiss he got, but in that moment, it was everything he needed. They left their foreheads touching as they parted, Yahaba's thumbs gently caressing his cheeks. Stop talking nonsense. I don't want to be with anyone else. You say that now. Yes, I say that now, and I'll say it in the future too. I love you, no one else. Kyotane bit his lip to stop himself from letting out all the emotions swirling in his chest. He hugged Yahaba again, breathing in the fruity scent from the other's hair, grounding himself. Yahaba returned to the hug and chuckled, even though Kyotane could hear him sniff softly. He ran his fingers through the silver hair, something that always calmed Yahaba down. They stayed in each other's arms for a long time before reluctantly letting go. Yahaba's eyes were red and tired, but Kyotane doubted he looked much better. He gently wiped away the remnants of tears from Yahaba's cheeks, melting when the boy leaned into the touch. Do you want to come over? We can watch something, or just cuddle? Kyotane smiled lightly, reaching for Yahaba's hand. I would love that.